Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here. And today, I have you. Warner Brothers will replace your rotted disc, more or less. So, here recently on the channel, I just covered the whole Warner Brothers disc rot thing here, which was covered way better than me by Damn Fool Idealistic Crusader in a much better video than I did. But this is a problem that has persisted, and it's caused a little bit of a talk and a little bit of stir. And some people are wondering, hey, what do I do with my rotted disc? How can I, get replacements and everything? Well, for those of you who haven't upgraded those DVDs, because it affects the DVDs from like 2006 to 2009 from a certain factory, it only affects those DVDs, not Blu-rays. So in some cases, you may have already updated some of those DVDs to Blu-rays, but for people still holding on to the DVDs and curious about whether or not their DVDs are rotted or whatnot, I will put the list down below of all the known DVDs that are known to have rotted that could get disc rot. Not all of them will. But also, I want to give a shout out to channel member here, Troy Pacelli, and also for 24/7 Fusion Media, because they sent this thing along my way telling you what you guys can do out there for the people who want to know what Warner Brothers can do to help with these discs. So I'm going to go ahead and pop up this story. I'm just going to read this little section here about what they can do. It says, Warner Brothers Home Entertainment is aware of potential issues affecting select DVD titles manufactured between 2006 and 2008, and the company has been actively working with consumers to replace the defective disc. That is good news. That is good news. Now let's continue down here where, for you guys out there wondering what you can do, it says, where possible, the defective disc have been replaced with the same title. However, as some of the affected titles are no longer in print or the rights have expired, consumers have been offered in exchange for a title of like value. Consumers with affected products can contact the customer support team at whv@wbd.com, and I will put that email in the description down below for you guys if you guys want to go check that out if you have disc. And now, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. The Warner Brothers will replace your disc, more or less. So if the disc is still in print or if they've reprinted it, they can give you a replacement disc for that disc. However, some of these are out of print, and some of them are not being made by Warner Brothers anymore. And Warner Brothers, they're surely not gonna, remake them, sadly. So they will, if they can't replace that disc, they will give you another movie that similar to the movie you got. So I mean, it's a give and take here, right? In one hand, it is a good thing that Warner Brothers is aware of this problem and are trying to actually do something about it and help out the consumer. But on the other hand, the con is that some of these movies you just can't get anymore. And I think that's a sad thing. And it's like I said, in some cases, though, you can upgrade these movies to Blu-rays if you want the Blu-ray. But if you're a DVD fan and you want to keep your DVD and you're worried about your DVDs, it's best to try this out at least. I would say it's a conundrum, to be honest with you. Like I said before, not everybody will experience the disc rot. Not everybody will have that, with them. And it was from one certain factory, so it's sort of a bit of a Russian roulette. But I would say definitely go. I mean, hey, in some cases you may never ever experience disc rot. Like I said, me personally, I have never ever experienced disc rot with any of my DVDs, Blu-rays, or 4Ks ever, except for maybe one title so far that's from the WB, and that's a Superman, the animated series, season 3, volume 3, or whatever. I think season 3. One of the discs in that I believe has rotted, but it's, once again, it's not because of so many people think it's like all these DVDs, Blu-rays only have a lifespan of 10 to 20 years and they all rot. No, they do not all rot, and they do not have a lifespan of just 10 years. They have a lifespan of over 100 years. What's the problem with these Warner Brothers disc rotting things is not that it's the format of the DVD, it's the inferior way they were made. They were made at one processing plant in the U.S. in Pennsylvania, where they use inferior glue and the way they pressed them. That's why they rotted. It's the glue and everything that held it together. It's not that the format, the DVD format or the Blu-ray format or the 4K format is defective and only lasts for so long. No, the physical media, for all intents and purposes, and Blu-rays and all that, will last for a long time. Now, in some cases, factories, with CDs, DVDs, HCD DVDs and stuff, the way they're processed and made can cause the disc rot to happen, right? It's not the format, okay? But if you are curious, and because I know in my last video I did get a lot of people in the comments saying, what do I do? I think this title is rotted. I think this title is rotted. What do we do if I do find out I have title, if some of my DVDs are rotted? What do I do? So now you know what you can do. Warner Brothers is aware of the situation. I once again, I will put the email that they listed in that, the part of the article that I read in the description down below, so you guys can email them and you get a hold of them, and you can either try to get your DVD replaced, or you can get a DVD of a title that is similar that they will offer you. But it's sad to see because there's so many movies out there, especially I think what's really affected some of the ones that are, because like some of these have gone on to become Blu-rays, like I mentioned, and everything, and they can be replaced through Blu-ray or even 4K now. But some of like the really old golden age Hollywood movies that are only exclusive to DVD, and this is why I don't like when people say the DVD format is obsolete and everything. In some cases, some movies and TV shows can only be made on DVD. They cannot get that Blu-ray because the Blu-ray, because of the way they were filmed, the elements and everything, they don't have it all, or that, in some cases, a Blu-ray will not sell, but the DVD will, because like there's not a huge audience for certain movies, right? And so in some cases, the DVD is the only option. And for the American people or the worldwide people, in some cases that are not collectors and in general, a DVD is just fine by them. A DVD is just fine by them. Some of us as collectors that do the Blu-ray and 4K can snub our noses at them and be a little uppity. And I don't like that. I don't like that, being uppity towards DVDs. I don't. It's a format that came along and it spearheaded the golden age of media releases that we're at right now. Now, is there lots of problems with physical media in today's day and age? Yeah, because studios like Warner Brothers aren't going to reproduce those DVDs that need to be fixed and that are out of print. DVDs or Blu-rays and 4Ks and DVDs are harder and harder to find because they removed them from the stores. The streaming services are basically trying to show you out of sight, out of mind, so it gears you directly towards streaming, and you have to go streaming for what you want. There's, like I said, there's other ways around that. I mean, us collectors know online places to buy movies. We will go bootleggers, and there's torrents and everything. People won't, are refusing to go streaming and everything. So it is what it is, and it's a sad state of affairs. But at least some of you out there can and us can get our DVDs replaced, or you can get something different. It is what it is. I can't say I'm extremely happy about it, because in some cases, some of those DVDs, like the old golden age Errol Flynn and stuff, Humphrey Bogart movies, that's the ones we want. And we probably cannot get them because they don't have them anymore. So that's a sad state of affairs. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below. Have you found any of your DVDs rotted or anything? Have you ever experienced this rot? Will you be doing this? What are your feelings on this? Does this upset you? Because I have a feeling this is going to upset some people. That yes, you can replace it, but also you may not replace the one you actually need because they won't have it. So let me know all that thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing and hitting that bell for notifications. That would be awesome if you're in your guys' subscriptions, or possibly share the video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being channel members here and for all of your support. And to everybody watching, whether you like me, hated me, or liked this video, or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long. Wherever you all are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Seriously, always support physical media, because regardless of all its problems, it still is the superior format now more than ever. Godspeed.